Alright, hello YouTube. So this is going to be my review on the Stinger P9. Now, the Stinger P9. I like this gun. I like it a lot. But it has a lot of bugs in it. So I'm going to basically start off with the very beginning. What everybody's going to want to talk about. Yes, it's all plastic, except for the inside probably. The inside's probably like metal, like the barrel, and then the spring. Those are probably the only two things in the whole gun that are probably metal. And another thing with it is the safety. You can see the safety. Like, you can put it on. Like, if you don't put it on the safe all the way, it'll do this. You can pull the trigger, and like the safety will move back to fire. So, then still, even when you do have the safety on, it still feels a little weak. Mainly the main flaw with this whole gun is that it will curve up sometimes. It curves up for me like probably like 5 out of the 10 or 7 out of the 10 shots I take. But overall, its accuracy is pretty good. And now to getting to the other things. The things I like about this gun are the sights for it. Pretty good. You can see down them very well. It's a light, well, it's kind of heavy. It's made out of plastic, so it's not, compared to other metal handguns, it's not really that heavy, but it's in the medium range. And then when you can pull the slide back and it will stay. Pull the clip out. It will stay if you have the slide lock in, and then you can just press it and it goes like that. And one other thing that I forgot to mention is this. If you look up here, this little top part, on mine, it'll move back and forth, so you can see that, and you can press it down easy. It's weird. It doesn't really affect the gun in any way, but I don't really know if that's just my gun or if that is just a whole problem with this gun. Another thing is the trigger release, or the magazine release. It's mainly really hard to reach if you're trying to reach it with your thumb. Like, if I'm shooting with normal guns, you could press a button here and it just fall out. But with this one, if you're trying to use your thumb, with me, I have to kind of turn it and then press the button. But I usually use my middle finger and press it down, and it comes out. This magazine comes out really easy. And it's on both sides, so it's like an ambidextrous kind of magazine release. The gun shoots about 250 itself, and if you're shooting like a Coke can, if you're close up to the Coke can, it'll go through and it'll go into it, but never times have I ever seen it go fully through the whole Coke can, like in one side and out the other. And if you shoot it like 10 feet, it'll probably put a hole in it, and it'll probably just bounce out or something like that. And now, talk a little bit about the gun later, and I will do a firing test on it. Now to the clip. The clip is, I really like this clip. You can pull it all the way down, and it'll lock into place, and then you can just move it up a little. Then it has this back here that you can open it and you can fill it with BBs, and it holds about 80 in the back, and in the front the actual rounds it'll hold are like 12. If you can fit 13 in without one falling into the hole down here, then it'll hold 13, but other than that it won't hold any more. And the magazine, you'll probably be wondering if it's metal. It's plastic, but it is actually a really durable plastic. It's really tough. I mean, like, if you tried to like hit it against a concrete wall or something, it would definitely break. But if you were to just drop it, like I've dropped it a few times, it just bounced off. It just started to bounce everywhere and stuff. But it is pretty unbreakable, being for a piece of plastic. So, and the feel of this gun is really good. It kind of has a box kind of shaped feel, but it's a pretty good grip. It came with Crossman 500 camo ammo. It's funny to say, and it's a speed load, well, not a speed loader, but it just is faster than just having to pour it out in your hand and then loading them one by one. It also came with a Crossman holster with an extra magazine, and extra magazines you can buy at Walmart, and like where I got mine is from Dick's, and it was $30 for everything. And you can get extra clips at like Walmart or something, and they're $5. And you can also get this gun, and not just the desert camo, but you can get it in black, desert camo grip with clear, and then a few other parts of it are desert camo, and then you can get the same thing except black instead of camo, so it'll be like clear through all this, and then like the grip would be black, and like a few like on the top would be black. So basically that's the whole thing of the gun. I'm gonna start the shooting round of it, so let me load the BBs in here. I'm going to shoot like 6 shots, not very many. If you were wondering, yes, this is a whole all Crossman pistol. So, and one other thing is, I have seen this happen before. Sometimes, if you were to pull the whole slide back, the slide lock will get stuck and it'll get jammed, and you can't like move it down. Like when you press this, it's stuck, and basically you gotta fiddle with it a little bit, like try to pull it back and try to push it down and mess with it, because it just gets stuck. But whatever you do, don't try to like force it forward or anything. That's probably the least thing you'd ever want to do, is try to force it forward on any kind of anything. If it's jammed or anything, you just don't want to force it. So I'm going to show you the shooting clips of it. Alright, I'm shooting from like maybe 3 to 4 feet back. Alright, so that was the shooting test, and this is what it did to it. Got mainly holes here. One hit it, I think it just bounced off. Not sure where it went. So, yes, basically, that is the overall of this gun. I kind of recommend it. It is it's an average gun. It's like not crappy and it's not good at the same time either. So if you're like a beginner looking for just a regular pistol or something to play with, then yeah, I would suggest this gun. But I mean, if you're going into like a war or something and you want a good pistol, then this might not be the gun for you. Alright, so that's been Wesker with my review of the Stinger P9.